Hey everyone, welcome to a new episode of Steven's Week, the weekly update on marketing and technology. Welcome to this new episode. Target, the big US retailer, is starting with a platform strategy. So it's inviting some of their suppliers, some of those brands, that they can sell their products directly on the Target website and app. And they want those brands to take care of the delivery and everything, but they can use the stores of Target to make sure that people can return products and stuff like that. So you see that almost everyone is trying to go into this platform strategy. Walmart announced it a few weeks ago. Now Target is doing it just to, increase their offering on their own platforms to make their platforms more attractive to customers. This week the news got confirmed that BMW and Daimler will merge their mobility services. They will create some sort of a mobility powerhouse. Both companies will invest together 1.1 billion euros in this. So this is a huge amount. And what they want to do is create a venture that creates new mobility services like ride sharing, but also taxi services. So basically competing with companies like Uber and Lyft. So this is going to bring the BMW programs and the Daimler programs together. And they're serious about it. It's going to be a new brand. It's going to be a lot of money. And these are two huge companies that will, bundle their forces. So I think this is something that looks very, very promising. More news about traditional car manufacturers that are working together. I mentioned Daimler and BMW in one of the previous topics. Now it's about Volkswagen and Ford. They are creating a joint venture that's going to be called Argo.ai. And this joint venture has as a goal to create autonomous vehicles. So both Volkswagen and Ford are going to invest a lot of money in that, and they want to use that to, catch up a little bit in the space of driverless vehicles. So again, very interesting to see how, old competitors are working together to really get into this new space of mobility. Every year, Fast Company brings out a list of the 50 most innovative companies in the world. And Fast Company is a US-based tech magazine, creative magazine, both online and offline. And for the first time, they're non-US companies ranking on the top of the ranking. In the past, it was always Amazon or Nike and Google. Today, this week, the list came out and 2 Asian companies are leading the rankings. Number 2 was Grab, which is an Asian car sharing platform, a mobility platform. But number 1 is a company that probably many of you have never heard of. It's a company that's called Meituan Diaping. It's very hard to pronounce for us. But it's the fastest growing platform in China. It's like a competitor of WeChat almost. It's a bit smaller. It has like 350 million users, but they have more than 30 billion transactions on the platform. And again, this is a multi-use platform. So Chinese people are using it to book their traveling, they're using it to book restaurants, hotels, and so on. And the cool thing is this is both a B2C and a B2B platform. So to consumers, they can just easily use it to make all their reservations. They use it to pay. And for B2B companies, they can list their entire menu. They can list their entire offering. They can use it even to order for supplies. They can use it to get reports from their sales figures and everything. And this is the fastest growing platform. A number of things that are interesting. Number 1 on the list is a Chinese company that no one has ever heard from. Number 2, this is a company that is competing with WeChat. And the cool thing is that Meituan Diaping is also partly owned by Tencent, which is also the owner of WeChat. So these guys are like building their internal competition, which is typical for China, that they're just like, we're going to have internal competition and let the best win this battle. So I thought this was really, really interesting and a signal of the new times that we're in, and a signal that we have to watch for Chinese companies to see how they define the field of customer experiences. Disney's intention is to acquire Hulu completely. They already have a stake in it, and they acquired another 30% with the acquisition of Fox Media last year. And now they're talking to AT&T that also holds 10% of Hulu, and they're asking if they can buy that from them, and there's a big chance that they will. And this is interesting. It's another move where Disney wants to go into the streaming video on demand market, an answer to Netflix. I talked a lot about this before when Disney, you know, they announced that they're going to have their own streaming service. It's going to be called Disney Plus, and this will be more like with family content. But Hulu then is an alternative for more adult content. They also have ESPN Plus, which is then a video on demand and streaming channel for sports. So it's very clear that, you know, Disney is putting its pieces on the puzzle to make sure that they can have a significant part of this very, very competitive and very interesting market. So everyone, this was my weekly update. Next week I'm taking a week off, so I hope to see you again in 2 weeks. Hope you enjoyed this show. Please share it and enjoy the weekend. Bye-bye.